October 1929. As the independence struggle was gaining exponential support, Viceroy Lord Irwin gave the offer of a dominion country to India. They told us that we could govern ourselves, but the British Crown would remain supreme, and India would still remain under their influence as they controlled our finances, defense, and other affairs. Indian leaders had upon themselves a dilemma to fear, a decision to make. Should they accept this offer, or should they demand for what we truly deserved? Ladies and gentlemen, our leaders weren't just fighting for the independence of a piece of land, but were struggling to liberate a large population. India is not just a piece of land. India is a people. Our leaders were well aware of the past. They were fighting for those who had always been at the mercy of some sort of authoritarian, usually in the form of a monarch. India, the people, was never given the opportunity to think for itself, let alone govern itself. Then came the alien force of the British, with foreign traditions, cultures, and a prejudiced mindset. They argued that they had intentions of transforming India from a backward land to a modern civilization. However, they also promised us technological advancements and full-scale development, but secretly looted us of all our wealth. Our leaders realized that unless complete self-rule was practiced, there was no guarantee against this type of tyranny. In order for us to be liberated from the bounding chains of a system rooted in such injustice, we had to build one which was fundamentally incapable of oppression. A democracy, a republic. The people should get to decide for themselves that they shall, that they will, by electing servicemen to represent them in the legislature and have laws formulated that benefit them, instead of having to live by the whims of another. Our homes have a special place in our hearts. We all have personal ambitions and dreams, but whatever we do is for the safety, security, and future of our homes. I hope that in my home, I get to make the rules, or my family gets to make the rules. We live by them in harmony. But if an outsider enters my home, changes our rules, customs, and traditions, and even goes as far as kicking out other members of my family, I will be enraged. So will you, and so will everyone. The home I'm talking about is not limited to the walls of the house you live in, but extends to the boundary of the country you're a citizen of. I repeat, India is not just a place, it's a people. In December of 1929, the decision was made. Under the presidency of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, the Indian National Congress formalized the demand for Purn Swaraj. Then on the 26th of January 1930, Independence Day was celebrated by the INC as they pledged to struggle for complete independence. जब मिलके उठे हम तो तकदीर बदल जाए, वो हौसला है हम में कि जंजीर भी पिघल जाए. 20 years later, the newly written Constitution of India was adopted and we officially became a republic and democratic nation. Thank you and Jai Hind.